This video will look exclusively at each candidate's official stance on Medicare and Social Security. I'm looking at each candidate's website as the source for their intentions with Medicare and Social Security, not what the other is saying about them, only what is shown on their election websites relating to these topics. I will read verbatim what is written on their platforms, and if, as part of their stance on these topics, they just start bashing the other side rather than reveal their own beliefs, that section will be redacted. I'm strictly focusing on their thoughts and their plans for these programs, not what they claim the other is saying. I'm going to go through these, and I'm not going to tell you which side's points are which until the end. I think you'll be able to guess. And here we go. Candidate number 1. We believe that our nation has made an ironclad promise to America's seniors that they can depend on the Social Security and Medicare benefits they have earned. What we will do. This next part is redacted as it targets the other candidate. We will strengthen and protect Social Security and Medicare, upholding our country's promise to its seniors. And we will continue to fight to protect Americans' pensions because we believe that every American has the right to retire with dignity. The next part is redacted as it targets the other candidate. We will protect and strengthen Social Security and Medicare. We will shore up Social Security and Medicare so that these essential programs will stay solvent in the long run by making corporations and the wealthiest Americans pay their fair share in taxes. We will expand savings on prescription drugs for all Americans. We helped pass the Inflation Reduction Act, once-in-a-generation legislation that lowered prescription drug costs for millions of America's seniors by allowing Medicare to directly negotiate drug prices with big pharma companies for the first time, placing a $35 cap on monthly insulin costs, and placing a $2,000 cap on annual out-of-pocket prescription drug costs for seniors. The next large section is redacted for targeting the other candidate. We will accelerate the drug price negotiations to cover more drugs and lower prices faster and extend the $35 monthly cap on insulin and the $2,000 annual cap on prescription drugs to all Americans. The last two paragraphs of this candidate's policy statements on this topic are redacted as they are exclusively targeting the other candidate. Now let's move to candidate number 2. We have made absolutely clear that we will not cut one penny from Medicare or Social Security. American citizens work hard their whole lives contributing to Social Security and Medicare. These programs are promises to our seniors, ensuring they can live their golden years with dignity. We will protect these vital programs and ensure economic stability. We will work with our great seniors in order to allow them to be active and healthy. We commit to safeguarding the future for our seniors and all American families. They then have 5 points here. Number 1, protect Social Security. Social Security is a lifeline for millions of retirees, yet corrupt politicians have robbed Social Security to fund their pet projects. We will restore economic stability to ensure the long-term sustainability of Social Security. Number 2, strengthen Medicare. We will protect Medicare's finances. The rest of the sentence has been redacted for targeting the other party. We vow to strengthen Medicare for future generations. Number 3, support active and healthy living. We will support increased focus on chronic disease prevention and management, long-term care, and benefit flexibility. We will expand access to primary care and support policies that help seniors remain in their homes and maintain financial security. Number 4, protect care at home for the elderly. We will shift resources back to at-home senior care, overturn disincentives that lead to care worker shortages, and support unpaid family caregivers through tax credits and reduced red tape. Number 5, protect economic foundations for supporting seniors. We will tackle inflation, unleash American energy, restore economic growth, and secure our borders to preserve Social Security and Medicare funding for the next generation and beyond. We will ensure these programs remain solvent long into the future. The rest of the sentence is redacted for targeting the other party. There they are, the official platforms of both candidates on Medicare and Social Security. The source links are in the description of this video. There were a few keywords in their descriptions that I think gave them away already, but I'll reveal which was which. The first was the Harris-Walz campaign. The second was the Trump-Vance campaign. I can say that when you remove the insults and out-of-context quotes from both sides, they are both pretty similar in their promises. They even use identical words and ideas in much of these promises. I can also say that both administrations did implement policies to try and help seniors on Medicare and Social Security. Also, both put in policies that had ripple effects that ultimately cost seniors more money as well. We all need to understand that neither candidate nor their administration will need to deal with Medicare like you and I would. I would be surprised if either candidate truly knew as much as you do about Medicare Advantage or Medicare supplement plans, because neither will have to use one. They have their own plans into their senior years that most do not have access to. It is their staff and the individuals at the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, or CMS, that are controlling more than any individual candidate. Now, this is the first time really that I've gotten political on this channel. I have always been committed to explaining how Medicare and Social Security actually work using real data and creditable sources, rather than news headlines, unsubstantiated claims, and inflammatory stories that are trying to scare you. 90% of this channel is about Medicare and Social Security, so I feel it is a disservice to those of you who come here looking for how these two programs work to avoid what each political candidate is saying on these two important government benefits for seniors. If this is your first time finding our channel and a more calm, unbiased, fact-based presentation to how retirement programs work is what you are looking for, please consider subscribing as we continue to clear up how things like Medicare, Social Security, financial planning, and estate planning actually work. If you're looking for an inflammatory source that only agrees with you and bashes one side, this is not the channel for you. The debate between Medicare Advantage and Medicare supplement plans is an intense topic as well. I don't see it as my job to skew results one way or another to try to persuade you into my thought process. I think that my job is to explain how both work and then trust that you will make better decisions with real information. I get so frustrated with politics. I'm sure you do too. You have your own set of values that will impact what you take from this video and what you hear daily in a different way than somebody else who sees and hears the exact same thing. All I can say here is that both sides dedicate significant real estate to their platforms to address the needs of seniors using Medicare and Social Security. There is a part of both that I genuinely believe wants to protect you, our seniors, as you live out your retirement. There's also part of both that I genuinely believe knows that you are more likely to vote than other demographics, and they want to use these plans to persuade you to vote for them. Even though the big things like Social Security and Medicare solvency problems are not given any real explanations on exactly how they will deal with them, there are a lot of nice promises from both. As you are presented with both sides insulting and putting words into the other's mouth, now you at least have what they actually said that they themselves represent, and please consider the source. Now, the secret code word for this video to show that you've made it to the end is a familiar friend. The first time that I brought the elephant in, people thought it was a political indicator of where my loyalties lie. The real reason that it is here is that when I moved the current recording studio to its current location, my kids, and by my kids I mean that my wife paid for it, but my kids got me Father's Day gifts with several animals to decorate the space. We have an elephant, a bear, a fox, and a rhino, and I've been told that an elephant with a trunk down is bad luck and trunk up is good luck. So now you better believe that if anything goes wrong, I blame my kids for picking the elephant with the trunk down. But the secret keyword for this video is your choice: an elephant, a donkey, or any of the animals that you see here. If you leave one of the animals as a keyword in your comments, then I'll know that you've made it to the end of the video before sharing your thoughts, and I can take those comments a little bit more seriously. Please get out and vote for the candidate that you feel will represent your values best, and I will see you in the next video.